wins. The Queen Jasmine Monk should definitely be dropping a win in the chat. Come talk to us, Queen. Yeah. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Absolutely. As a matter of fact, we might need to have you come up here and talk to us for a quick second about how amazing last night was. Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. We're gonna have yeah. Yeah. Come on up.
Oh my gosh, y'all are awesome. Thank you for all the love, all the support. A few of us, we had so our automation Excel, and we focused on like digital marketing and helping people really like streamline their systems and operations. And so we had a webinar last night, our first webinar, our launch. It was so awesome, and thank you guys for all the support and all the love. It was really, truly amazing. It just felt so good. It just really, really did. So thank y'all. Just for those of y'all that came, it's truly appreciated. Like my heart is so full.
Absolutely, because Jasmine Monk, the queen, is out of this world. You see that background. Y'all better unmute and give it up for the Queen Jasmine. Unmute, family. Unmute.
Let's go.
Let's
go.
I love it. Yeah, let's go.
I see
many mics muted.
Love it.
Go.
Good morning. Good
Unmute.
Big webinar, big energy, big information, everything. It was lit.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for sharing with us, my love. All right, everybody, it is time to unmute. It is time to bring forth that energy. My Queen Angela done slid in here on me. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Queen, how you feeling?
Good morning, sunshine. Everyone, good morning. It's always a good day when you're alive, so how bad could I feel, right?
Absolutely. Every day above ground is a great day. I know about it. I need everybody to unmute. We are unmuting. We are bringing forth that Monday beautiful energy. Let's go.
Let's go.
Get it. We here. We in the building. We in the building.
Energy, prosperous energy. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Betting on myself.
Absolutely. All day, every day. That energy coach betting on herself. So we are going to go over real quick about the program. Jazz, you doing this part? I'm doing this part. What we doing? Who doing what? Can you see me? Can I see you? Who doing this? I do this part. You want me to do this part about the program?
You got it or we got it. Either you or we, because it's always we.
Always, because it's a family. We a family in here, y'all. We do this together all the time, all day, every day. So, y'all, real quick, you going up to the top? Yes. So, welcome to the Accountability Accelerator Bootcamp, family. This program is designed to help entrepreneurs and everyday achievers looking to see real results in their personal and professional lives. So, accountability that works for you. Truth is, family, we understand that everyone needs a little help staying focused and on track sometimes. So the Accountability Accelerator Bootcamp is flexible and customizable to meet your needs. So whether you need support to get out of the bed, I know some of y'all that have y'all cameras off right now was probably still under them covers. Wake up, get up. Some of y'all need some help getting out of the bed in the morning or help achieving your fitness goals. This program can help keep you accountable. Establish your resources and support to succeed. The Accountability Accelerator doesn't just keep you accountable for your actions, but we also provide you with the necessary resources and support you need to reach your goals. So with our goal setting templates and a community of like-minded individuals, the family that y'all are sitting with right now, you will have every single thing that you need to succeed. So what you'll get, increased results in the area of your choice, habits that produce real-time results, leadership transformation through personal accountability, collaborative goal setting and achievement, 4 weeks of accountability calls, practices, and assignments, and 3 30 to 60-minute strategy calls per week. We always seem to over deliver in that aspect, and custom Love Plus assignments and challenges. Ooh, recently, y'all have been tasked the other day and put into some groups. So y'all are going to be doing work on a different level. We need everybody to stay on that green light. So we look forward to that. Topics being covered. Jazzy Pooh, come through for me. That energy queen.
Let's get it. Because one thing I'm going to do is cover a topic. Let's go. All right. So over the course of the program, we will cover the following to help you succeed and achieve all success. That mindset, that mental, right? Learning how to develop a growth mindset that empowers you to take action towards your goals, right? Anticipating the unforeseen, what to expect, transforming into an individual worthy of extraordinary experiences. So if there's $1 million right there in front of you right now, what type of person are you? Are you the person that is able and worthy of that money? Or are we just thinking about how it's tax-free and we could just go do what we need to do? Let me get these mics on mute. Okay. Public speaking, developing the skills and confidence needed to develop and deliver compelling presentation and speeches. So that public speaking, that storytelling, that selling, y'all know we got our class tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Make it the best. When you're confident in your speaking, you shut the whole room down. And that's what we need to be able to sell, to be able to storytell. Habit hacking, learning to provide techniques to break bad habits and create and sustain the positive ones. Unlocking the potential of the habit hacking, navigating challenges for cultivating successful habits are all on the Love Plus app. These are our tools for success. The 40-91 approach challenge, y'all already know. Business execution strategies, and of course, our weekly time blocking techniques. And to wrap it up, that is all a part of our systems for success, discovering how to develop systems that increase the productivity, the efficiency, and of course, the effectiveness. So that architecturing systems for success, maximizing the growth through our strategic partnerships, streamlining efficiency and automation tools and affiliates. Ooh, that automation tools and affiliates. If y'all didn't hear from Jasmine Monk, make sure you tap in with her because their webinar is setting everyone up for success. Why? Because they have a great system. So let's tap into all of these topics and let's get it going. Motivational call number 4. Number 4. All right. Progress update and goal refinement. Time to check in on our progress and refine our public speaking goals to make them more specific and achievable. We're not going to set goals on Tuesday and then tap in a month later, that same first Tuesday of the month, without refining and making them more specific, reviewing it and the progress that it's made towards public speaking goals, discussing the challenges or roadblocks faced, because they will arise, but it's how we overcome them, how we get through them, how we break down that barrier, refining the goals and creating action plans for the next steps, because there's always another level to go to. If y'all ready for the next level, I need y'all to type next level in the chat, because there's always another level we can go to encourage and support each other in achieving our public speaking goals. It's all about encourage and support. So committing to practice speaking in front of a mirror, recording yourself to work on your body language, your tone, and of course, your pace. Your pace determines whether you win the race. Joining a public speaking group or club to get regular practice and feedback. So watch and learn from those TED Talks or other public speaking events to observe effective techniques and styles. But of course, the research is imperative, exploring the latest findings in your areas of expertise, as well as how you can be a better speaker. So that goal tracking, those updates, monitoring that progress towards the goals is imperative. Make sure we have our needed resources, that self-transformation blueprint. A blueprint is literally being given to us. So make sure we are utilizing it every single opportunity we have. Speak with confidence and courage. This is your golden ticket to get into our public speaking classes, which is tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Put it in your calendar. Time management for entrepreneurs, and of course, the workout guide. So that way we're able to keep our breath when we speaking and public speaking and how passionate we get. We need to make sure we have some breath to do so. So if you have not done so already, make sure you obtain it by purchasing it through the shop tab on the website. Okay? And let's get it going for Mailbox Motivational Call number 4.
Let's go, family. Okay, we had some more people coming here. We want to make sure we keep this energy going. Let's go, family. Unmute. Let's go. Let's keep this energy going. I need y'all to unmute.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Do it. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Monday.
Let's go.
Family. Let's go.
Big
Let's go.
Big energy. We here.
Motivated.
I love the way y'all looking. If y'all can put y'all cameras on, please put y'all cameras on. Oh, we got all kinds of people that done came through here. Queen Latanya, how you doing, my love? King Bruce, what's going on, King? Queen Kara, what's going on? King Ty, I see y'all in the building. Queen Luciana, I see you. Queen Ebony, what's going on, family? Y'all are coming through while she was talking. I love it. Is that KG in the building? They don't put out the AP bill and the KG. Jazz, you better. Jasmine, I'm trying to let you know, Jasmine, we got KG in the building. Go get your, go get your Mitzi, my love. KG, how you doing? Can you talk to us? Put your camera on. How you feeling? KG, what's going on? Welcome. In the meantime and all in between time, we need that energy coach to come through with that smoothie. You know how she do. She coming through with, oh, wait a minute. I better stop playing. Show me that smile, King. You know I can't have my day without that smile. King Dante, stop giving me. Show me that smile. Here we go. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. I'm good now. All I need is that smile. Once I get that smile from the King Dante, I'm good, y'all. All right, Queen Jasmine, come bless us with that smoothie, that energy smoothie, the one that gets us right every day, get us going.
Hey, shout out to everybody in the building. What a beautiful, monumental Monday. Monumental Monday. KG, this is a public service announcement. Like Jay-Z would say, it's a public service announcement. I need you to hit me back on the Love Plus app. Matter of fact, I'll text you. Never mind. Hold on. I ain't gonna do all that. We're gonna connect because I need you on that Love Plus app. You gotta hit us back because Bruce, David, we over here waiting for you, King. We ready. But today, welcome everyone. Today, Monumental Monday. We are in a season of public speaking. We all have businesses. We all have platforms. We all have families. We all have an environment that needs to hear our voice. We need to unleash it in order for them to know who we are, what we do, and how we do it. It was a prime example last night of our community coming together with Jasmine, with Janice, with Kiana, and them strictly using strategic partnerships for a system of success with public speaking on their webinar. So of course we had the family in there supporting them on their webinar, but it's so imperative to know that it's just one idea away. It's one commitment away. It's one yes away. It's one full body feeling away. So you may be the next one doing the next webinar. You may be the next one setting up the next class, the next Mogul Meet Up, the next business, right? But it's in order for you to do that, we have to limit our excuses and put the energy back into ourselves, back into our dreams, and know that there is no, oh, well, what if this doesn't work? Or what if this doesn't happen? It will happen and it will work as long as you believe it so. That's the whole point of betting on yourself. And I'm going to get into that a little bit later. But in order for us to really, really understand those dreams, really see those dreams come true, really have those webinars, those opportunities, we have to limit our excuses. Matter of fact, throw the whole excuses away. Throw it in the trash, recycle it, demolish it, diminish it, burn it, all of it. It's done, data. There are no more excuses. It will work, or what? It will work. So I need everybody's mics off mute, because y'all already know who coming through. Y'all chose to be here. Y'all are able to be here. Y'all done got the smoothie. Y'all done sipping on the smoothie. Let's make some noise. Coach Crew in the building. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Yo,
Let's
Coach Crew,
go.
let's get it. Let's get it.
Bring him out.
Let's go.
Get him out,
Let's
said
go.
Mogul.
Get it.
Let's
Let's
go.
Yeah.
Morning, Coach.
I know that's
It's
what
Monday.
Monday.
Nail it.
Get it.
Let's go.
Turn them up,
Let's
turn them up,
go.
turn them up.
Let's go.
Get it. Bring him out.
Let's go.
I'm just wondering if there's anybody that want to stop complaining about it and is going to use it to your advantage. Imagine if you could use pain as a fuel. Imagine if you could use the pain as a passport. Imagine if you could use the pain to push you, to condition you, to prepare you for the stages and the rooms you've got to walk into and the tables you've got to sit at and the stages you have to stand on. What if the pain could make you better? What if the pain could build muscle? What if the pain could cause you to reach higher, to leap farther, to run faster? What if the pain could help you? What if all pain isn't hurt, but it's help? Because you wouldn't have prayed like you pray had you not been hurt. You wouldn't love like you love had you not been hurt.
Let's go. Please understand, there's two sides to the pain. There's two sides to the pain. Which side would you like to be on? You want to be on the side of reward, or you want to be on the side of regret? Let me know in the chat. If you want to be on the side of the reward or the side of the regret, let me know. Because regardless how you feel, you're going to experience some pain. That's just the reality of it. I always say you are the star of your movie. Everybody write in the chat, I am the star of my movie. I am the star of my movie. See, what comes with being the star of your movie is that pain is part of the picture. Right? Pain is part of the picture. When you go through what you're going through right now, it's for you to get through it so you can realize how resilient you are. It's for you to go through it so you can realize how blessed you are. It's for you to go through it and you realize that I am amazing. The reason why I want you to feel it, because when you feel, you make it real. Regardless of the matter, you're going to go through some things. You will be tested with some challenges. You will be pushed to your limits. You will have some type of obstacles in your way. But guess what? I'm here to tell you right now, your obstacles are your opportunities. Your obstacles are your opportunities. Everybody write that in the chat. My obstacles are my opportunities. Yes, we're going to have you writing today. We're going to have you working today. It's all about the work. Because if you do not work, your life does not work. But I'm here to show you, you don't got to do it alone. Okay? You got a team. My obstacles are my opportunities. I want you to see difficulty differently. I want you to understand that the challenges that you go through, these are just chances. What are these chances? Chances to show your greatness. See, I told y'all before, I got tired of being good. I was so busy being good that I forgot about my greatness. If you can relate to that, put Yana in the chat. If that's you right now, you've been so busy, consumed with being good, that you forgot about how great you were. Today, that stops. See, public speaking is very important, right? Because when you speak, you're casting spells. And what are we casting spells for? We're casting spells for the reality that we want to see. So whether you believe that you can or you can't, it's going to show up somehow, some way. If you believe you can't, you won't. If you believe you can, you will. So it's the power of the tongue. We understand how powerful the tongue is. Come on, we know. Let's understand this. When you look at it from a standpoint of my pain produces power so that way I can walk into my purpose and ultimately live in my paradise, you will see pain differently. You will see pain differently. So it's not a matter of what's happening to you. It's a matter of what's happening through you. How can you change the reality around you through you, right? So when we talk about being the star of your movie, when we talk about being the MVP, somebody drop what it means to be the MVP. What does MVP stand for? Put it in the chat. What does MVP stand for? See, your current situation is not your final destination. Your current situation is not your final destination. But when you speak, I want you to understand there's a formula to it. Language creates your reality. So if your reality right now, you know for a fact this is not your final destination, what must you change? What must you alter in order for you to see a new paradigm? Language. Everybody drop language in the chat. So going forward today, I want you to be mindful of your language. I want you to be so consumed with what you are saying, so that way you can realize and recognize when you're utilizing language that's not serving you. Because the truth of the matter is, language is creating your reality. Unfortunately, but fortunately, it's creating your reality. So what can we do to kind of switch that, put that into our own advantage? Like Magic Mogul would say, assess your advantages so you can access your advantages. Please understand that everything that you already want is already here. So when it comes to language, I want it to be focused on positivity. If you look at the world as mathematics, we will understand this, y'all. Every time we speak a negative word, it's -2 points. Every time we speak a positive word, it's +1 point. If our basis of our conversation is negative, the outcome of our reality of what we see, what we think is going to be what? Put the answer in the chat. I want to know if we're following the math. If we're following the math, let me know if we're following the math. First of all, y'all look amazing out here. Shout out to Crystal. What's up, Crystal? Love you, Crystal. Good to see you, Queen. What's up? What's up, Tyrone? My guy, Tyrone in the building. What's up, Tyrone? Miss you, brother. Got to see you soon. Dante, we got Dante. Dante been missing in action. Dante, make sure you show up. Okay, I need to see you in the community because we need you out here in the community. And if you're going to get to that next level, King, I need to see you. Also, Chris, I need to see Chris show up in a more dominant fashion. Chris, you be missing too much. We need you around. Okay, shout out to Jasmine, Chandrea, Quandra, Ryan, Manny, KG. Yeah, they've been looking for you, KG. They put the all points bulletin out for you. Ebony, what's up, Ebony? We got Brian in here. What's up, Brian? What's up, Francis? Francis, you be quiet, man. But I need to see you. King Bruce, shout out to King Bruce. Always come to the Mogul Meet Ups just for success. Latanya, lifetime member. Snap it up, clap it up for lifetime members. What's up, Latanya? What's up, David? David showing up. David, you was one of the first people to post on the work online. So great job, great job. And you was doing it before the coaches. And shout out to the green team. All right. What's up, Angela? What's up, Siobhan? What's up, Moya? Jasmine? Kara, we got Kara in the building. Shout out to Kara. Everybody send some love to Kara. Nico, Magic Mogul, Angelique, Sunshine, Vanessa, Luciana. What's up, Queen? It's the first time I'm seeing Luciana. What's up, Queen? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. So, all right, cool. One of the things is this, y'all, the language. So here's the formula, and then I'm gonna get into like some work real fast, and then we're gonna have Sunshine come up and Jasmine come up. But it's good to see all of y'all. We want to continue to build this community of love, connectivity, and financial prosperity. The truth of it all is we're not meant to do this alone, y'all. Like, in order for us to have one person in the world, it must be two people, right? So by default, there's a group. So please understand that team is very important. Everybody drop the word team in the chat. Drop the word team. You have to find your team. You might run into a lot of people, but a lot of people won't be on your team. We understand that. So please be in alignment with your assignment so you can recognize the people who might best fit your team. So building this team of individuals, and I had a mission to create a team from scratch. And what does that mean? It means the students who come into this program, I'm looking to help them build around themselves to ultimately get to a team of career professionals, public speakers, real estate investors, like-minded individuals who really want true success, but centered around love, connectivity, and financial prosperity. But what we're looking to do is build that unit. So I want you to start thinking about that. Who fits in your unit? Who fits in your team? Who fits in the community that you want to be part of? The way to do that is understanding your possibilities, right? Understand who are you? What do you represent? So when you understand your possibilities and understand what you represent, that's where your language changes. If you think that you're not somebody of high stature, high quality, your language is going to be negative, right? How many of us have negative self-talk? Let's just be real and let us know in the chat. If you got negative self-talk, put a 1 in the chat. I just want to show everybody that you're not alone in this. Because if you have negative self-talk, you might think, oh, I don't want to tell people, but watch how all of these ones pop up. Look at the ones pop up on the screen. So I'm just showing y'all in real time. This is why we need this group, because we need to be able to put ourselves in a position to have positive self-talk. The way to do that is to build around people who are going to uplift you. Your environment is important. You need somebody that's going to shine the light on you. You need somebody that's going to nurture you, put the water, pour that water into you. You need somebody that's going to take care of you. You know, this is your planting season. Some of y'all, this is your planting season. It might feel dark. It might feel lonely, but that's because you're being planted. Don't worry. You just got to do the work. You got to do the work of nurturing. You got to do the work of taking care of yourself. Self-development. Personal development is very important. This is how you take your business to the next level. Everybody here should have a business. If you don't have a business, Sunshine is going to help you at least find a way to structure your business, at least find a way to create an idea about the business. And then we're all going to come together to be able to provide you the tools for your success. But this is your planting season. If this is your planting season, drop some plants in the chat. If this is your planting season, drop some plants in the chat. Because I know some of y'all already rolling and moving and getting great results. And then there's some of you who are just finding their way. And then there's others who are just being planted. So please understand, together we will shine. So back to the language part, right? So the language creates a thought. The language creates a thought. So when I say, who are you as a possibility, y'all know I'm a possibility of love, connectivity, and financial prosperity. So my language is built around that. What do you want to see in your life? What type of results would you like to have? Just think about that for a minute. Moya, would you mind sharing your screen? Go to loveplus.com, go to Accountability Accelerator Bootcamp Group. So while Moya's pulling that up, I just want y'all to allow my words to navigate your thoughts. If y'all want to take this exercise for a moment, just close your eyes for a moment if you like to. If you're in a safe space, you're comfortable, just close your eyes. I want you to breathe, inhale deeply until your lungs are at capacity. You ready? Let's go. Hold. Slowly release through your mouth. Finish the remaining air through your nostrils. Let's do it again. Inhale deeply. Let's get a nice deep breath. Inhale. Hold. Slowly release through the mouth. Finish the remaining air through the nostrils. Imagine that you're sitting where you're sitting at. Imagine that you're standing where you're standing. Maybe you're in your bedroom, maybe you're in your office, maybe you're in your car sitting down on the side of the road. Or maybe you're just in whatever space you're in. I want you to feel that seat beneath you. I want you to feel the floor beneath you. I want you to feel everything that's around you. Envision it, see it with your mind's eye. Your eyes are closed, but guess what? You can still see. Understand how powerful you are, that your eyes are closed, but you can still see. Nobody can ever take your vision away. But your vision is where you are going to allow yourself to receive all the benefits. So allow your mind right now to start to slowly make everything else around you disappear. So that car that you're in, that steering wheel disappears. That seat that you're in inside your home, office, that chair disappears, that desk disappears. If you're inside your bedroom, that bed disappears. The posters on your wall, or anything like that, it disappears. And you get to this space of what we call nothingness. This space of nothingness is all white, has an all white background. What I want you to start to do is walk to this door that's in this distance. There's a door in the distance. It may be blurry from where you're at, but as you walk closer to it, it gets clearer. As you get clearer and closer, I want you to know that represents your goals. It may be blurry. It may have a blurred vision, but as you continue to work towards it, it gets closer and closer and it gets clearer and clearer. This is you. I want you to open up that door. When you open up that door, I want you to envision walking into this immaculate room where you see your younger self sitting down in front of a big projector watching all of the negative thoughts that were said to that younger version. And your younger version of yourself doesn't know that you're there yet. You're just watching from the distance right now. Notice how she feels. Notice the emotion. Notice the attitude. Notice the posture. Notice how she feels or how he feels. And I want you to take a moment to now switch places. I want you to be the person, the younger version of yourself sitting in that chair, watching those highlights or lowlights. But I want you to see all of the negative things that were said to you. And I want you to know that's what people said to you. That's not who you are. That's what people said to you. But how does it make you feel? I want you to feel that for a second. But guess what starts to happen? The scene changes on the screen, and now it's no longer about what other people said. It's about what you said to you. Now you see yourself talking to yourself in that negative way. What words have you used that has now shaped your reality? Did you call yourself stupid? Did you call yourself names? Did you dumb yourself down? What outcome has that presented to you? I want you to switch places back and become your current version, looking at your younger self, and walk up to your younger self. What would you do now, knowing what you see, knowing your knowledge, knowing that information you have, knowing that language creates a reality, knowing that language produces a result? What would you say to your younger self? Just take that moment. I want you to take the moment to switch places, and you are that younger version of yourself, speaking to the current version of yourself. What would you say as a younger version to the current version? Knowing that language creates your reality. As time comes to an end, I want y'all to embrace each other, whether that's a hug, whether that's holding hands, whether that's smiling, whether that's saying I love you. But I want you to see it from both versions, the younger version first. But then I want you to see it from the current version. Look at the eyes on your younger version. Look at the innocence and the energy. But look at the knowledge and the power within that person as well. You may be young, but you're still knowledgeable, powerful. As the scene comes to an end, you're left there as your younger version disappears, fades to nothingness. You are left there with the images on the screen that presents you an opportunity to get present with the way that you currently speak to yourself. You're seeing how you speak to yourself from your own point of view, from the point of view that somebody else will see you as. So instead of seeing it from your eyes, you're looking into your eyes. You're seeing your face. You see your mouth. You see the movements. You see it and you feel the energy. Let's remove the negative self-talk. What would removing the negative self-talk do? So now the language is powerful and positive. Now I want you to see what is all the benefits when the language is positive and powerful. Who are you the possibility of? What can you really accomplish? What can you do? I want you to understand. Doesn't it feel amazing to be able to talk to yourself in a loving way? What about all the people who encourage you along the way? I want you to start seeing that on the screen. All the people who said beautiful things to you. How many times, I want you to count your own face, how many times your own face pops up. Think about all the beautiful things that's being said to you. How many times does your face pop up on that screen? If it wasn't a lot before, it's going to be a lot more going forward. Think about the possibilities. Just smile for a minute and think about if you speak to yourself in a loving way, what's the outcome? Just smile for a moment and just think about it. As this scene comes to an end and that space that you were in watching that projector, that disappears. Everything disappears and you go back into this nothingness. It's all white around you. And you're left with your thoughts from what you just experienced about the power of your language. And I want you to realize that your language creates these thoughts of how you perceive the world around you, perceive yourself, and perceive your abilities, your capabilities. I want you to realize that your language produces a thought that produces a belief. The belief is whether you believe you can or you believe you can't. Regardless of the belief, you produce an action. So your language is producing these actions, whether it's loving or whether it's not loving, whether it's self-sabotage, whether it's inspiring, whether it's encouraging. Your language is producing an action. What happens after you commit an action? You receive what we call the result. So your life are full of these results. It's an accumulation of these results from what? From your language. Your language has created all of this. What type of language do you want to create for yourself going forward so that way you can have a beautiful, prosperous, loving life, fulfilling life? You are amazing. You are whole. You are complete. You are everything you've ever wanted to be. But your language has to be in alignment with who you truly are. So as you sit with that for a second, you start to notice everything that was in nothingness starts to turn back into somethingness. You start to notice, if you're in your room, you notice that bed, you notice that wall, you notice those paintings. If you're in your car, you notice that steering wheel, you notice everything that's happening right now. You're back, your eyes are on the road, you see this. If you are sitting in your office, you notice your desk, you notice your tools that you need for success. And I want everybody to come back to us being on these accountability calls, these mailbox motivation calls. And I want you to get fully present again to where you're at right now. So you can open your eyes and be here fully present. I do want to bring up Sunshine, then I'm gonna bring up Jasmine. But before I do that, what I was demonstrating to everybody in real time was the power of speaking. So while you were listening, my words were navigating your thoughts. That's the power of speaking. I'm gonna say that again, I'm slow it down this time. I had you thinking about what I wanted you to think about because of my language, because of my speaking, because of how powerful speaking is. Did you see that I created your reality? Did you see that? Did anybody notice that? Let me know in the chat. If anybody realized that I was creating their experience, let me know. That's how powerful your language is. That's how powerful speaking is. You have the ability to transform people's minds and transcend their body. Some of you probably really, really stepped into character fully and was really all the way dived in and just like, all right, cool, I'm here. And you were really on that experience. And some of you probably was half-assing the experience. But the people who went full out with the experience, that if you could have, you basically got something out of this experience. So what I want to do is I want to get a few hands, 30 seconds or less. And I want to know if anybody had any breakthroughs. I want to know if anybody felt anything. I want to know if anybody came up with anything before we bring Sunshine up in the next 2 minutes or so. No hands? I don't see any hands. It should be somebody. I always want this. I always want this. And this is for your benefit. Always be the first person to raise your hand because you have to be the MVP, the most valuable participant in your life. If you're the most valuable participant in your life, something magical happens. What happens is you start to receive blessings. Why? Because you're being in alignment with your assignment versus just waiting around and allowing other people to pull you in any direction. So Jasmine and Sunshine, let's alternate. Let's go with Jazz first, and then we go with Sunshine.
Cool. I'm sorry. I couldn't put my hand up because I was driving. I'm sorry to interrupt like that, but I did have something.
I got you, Queen.
That's Naima.
All right. Let's start with Naima. Go ahead, Naima.
For me, what your words just did for me, I just dropped my baby off. It's the second day. I'm trying not to lose it. And your words just really put me in a really good space. It made me think about some things while I was driving. It took away the sadness. It made me realize that I'm doing this for a reason. You know, I'm doing this for us. And sometimes I need to look at my younger self and let her go. I need to let her say to me, it's okay. It's okay. We got this. We moving forward. And I know that's not exactly what you were saying, but that's what I got from it. That's just where it put me. So thank you.
Absolutely. Everybody send some love to Naeem in the chat. What we got up next? Great stuff, Queen.
King Dante, come talk to us, King.
Good morning, everyone. So yeah, Coach Pooh, that right there helped me look back on the old me. And one thing I definitely did feel is, like you said, speaking's positive of yourself, like looking back and being proud of yourself. So that had me look back on where I used to be and where I'm at now. Of course, I'm still growing and still learning and still moving in the process, but I definitely was like, man, look at then and look at now. Like, and I see that a lot now. I'd be like speaking positivity in myself, like, yo, you're doing good. Of course you could do better, but you're doing good. Like, I see the progress. I see a lot, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, just help me look back, like definitely look back. And like you said, the negative thoughts, the negative thinking, like, yeah, just change your mindset, bro.
Love it. Everybody drop, I'm making progress in the chat so we can send some love to Dante. Great stuff, Dante. You are making progress, King, 100%. Let's continue to go. Great job, King. Who's next, Jazz?
King Bruce, come through. Big Bruce.
Bruce the Truth.
Let's go, fam. Yeah, for me, it was, it was a sense of peace, right? So you have a sense of alignment, a sense of peace. So I got some trees and stuff behind me. So through all that, when you were saying this, crew, like I'm good with nature, right? I'm familiar with my surroundings with nature. So I'm hearing birds chirping. I'm hearing, things going on in the background. It's like, wow, this is true nature. So it just put me at a peace where everything is going right. So I definitely take that from it.
Love it. Absolutely love it. When you said trees, I was confused at first. Like, what type of trees you talking about? Because I ain't see nothing back there. So I didn't know if you had something on the table or something. I didn't know if you had a little rope. Nah, I'm joking. I'm joking with you, man. You about to show us the whole forest. Show us the garden, man. Okay, I'm with it.
Okay.
Next Mogul Meet Up. At Bruce the Truth's place. And we're gonna go take a little nature hike. All right, great stuff, bro. Who's next, Sunshine?
Hey, Kara, come talk to us, Queen.
Who said Forrest Gump in the chat? What y'all talking about? That's dope though.
Good morning, everybody. So for
Wait,
me,
hold on, Kara, do it one more time. Say good morning like that one more time.
Good morning.
Hey.
So for me, what it did was my younger self, just telling my older self that it's okay to let go, to not be afraid anymore. For me, my younger self has always been a security blanket for me. And that scared little girl has told me that, it's okay to just let her go. And it's time for me to grow and be the best version of myself possible. And that's a place where she's not allowed to come. So she has to stay where she is. So that's what that did for me.
I love that. That's transformation, right? Transformation. Literally understand it. Don't let this 17-year-old person run your life now at whatever age you are now because of the choices you made. So anytime somebody says that, I always want to drop this line because this is very helpful. Everything that you had to learn to survive, you have to now unlearn to succeed. So the same things that got you to the place where you are now, they won't get you to the place where you want to be. You have to unlearn some of those habits because now, if you stick to those things for too long, I know once it was a strength, but now it becomes a weakness, right? It's a double-edged sword. So just please, over time, always refine who you are, always renovate who you are, innovate who you are, then collaborate with the people around you so that way you can truly get to your highest potential. Renovate, innovate, collaborate. Everybody send some love to Kira in the chat. Let's go. Who's next?
Queen Latanya, let's go. Queen Latanya, we got a different view from you today. Where you at, Queen?
Good morning. I'm actually off work, so I'm home today, which is much needed just to get my head clear. I'm preparing for a trip to Texas on Wednesday for Women Evolve. So that lesson, that was powerful for me because it literally brought back to my remembrance, not even that I forgot, but the conversation that Sunshine and I had on a one-on-one call, where she had me go to a place where I saw the little girl who was molested by her uncle and kept it from her mom to keep from hurting her mom. And so, no tears. In my call with Danielle, and both of them, just what they poured into me. So I have homework assignments that I have to do, and I've been pushing back because I didn't want to deal with the emotions attached to it. But even in that moment of what you were bringing me to, of saying, stop the negative self-talk, tell yourself, hear everything that was being said to you, So that was me now being able to tell her that it's okay. And she's telling me, like, just let it go. I'm fine. So, it just, brought me to a place where I know now that I must move forward. I can't keep holding on to what has transpired in the past and then allowing myself to be this hero in my mind to save other people's emotions as opposed to saving myself. So, growth.
Absolutely. It's all about growth. Everybody put growth in the chat. And when you say don't cry, look, I'm telling you right now, when you cry, you water yourself. You're like a plant. So if you're crying, you're going to grow. So when you grow from the crying, it's just so that way you can get through what you're going through. It's an emotional thing. And as a human, you're supposed to be able to have these emotions. Don't suppress your emotions. It's just don't let your emotions control you. That's really it. But when you feel like you want to cry, cry, because it's a reason that your body is feeling this. However, you do want to get yourself to a point where you have self-control over your emotions, right? Because sometimes people can cry for anything. It doesn't mean that you're supposed to just cry for anything. But there's a reason why humans can cry and why any sentient being can also cry. And that's a needed emotion. So great stuff, Queen. I'm loving to see you push through and continue your growth. Everybody send some love to Latanya in the chatty. Let's continue to go, Sunshine. Who's next?
It's that Queen Latifah. You better come through here. I'm so proud of you, Queen Latanya. Let's go, Latifah.
Grand Rising family.
Rising beautiful.
During the exercise, the younger version of me that came up was in my 20s. I was about 23, 24 when I asked a family member advice about a business that I wanted to move forward with. And not knowing that the person was pouring the insecurities of being fearful about moving forward, I actually allowed their insecurities in making my decision. So now the older version of me is like, we're not doing that anymore. We're not allowing others, who don't want to be business owners or entrepreneurs, which is fine. But if that's your path, then you just have to move forward with it. And that was the old version of me, leaving that younger version behind, that I'm no longer dimming my light. And if I want to share like ideas, I'm only going to share with, like-minded individuals that understand and that will hold me accountable into moving forward anything that I'm doing.
Love that. Everybody put, don't share your big dreams with small minds in the chat. Great stuff. Great stuff, Latifah. I think we got two more people come up, but let's stop at Angela, right? Angela's up there. Yeah, let's stop at Angela. Who's next?
Let's get it, Queen Sandrea. Come through, Queen.
Good morning, family. I was unable to do the exercise because I was driving and dropping my baby off, but I was able to reflect on yesterday. I went to church and it was actually Healing Sunday. And they had, if you needed prayer for a traumatic experience, they had you come up and have somebody pray over you. And what she asked me to do was to remember the traumatic experience and forgive those people that caused the trauma. And then she asked me to ask God, how do you see me? And my eyes were closed, and what I saw was me like in a white gown. My hair was like in an elegant manner, and everything around me was white. And she asked me to ask God, so and I heard the words like forgiveness, fresh start, you're worthy of love. So like one of my goals was to get closer to God. And even if I can't do the work or like participate in the Zoom calls, I'm doing the work outside of that too. So that's what I got.
100% doing the work. The fact that you did reflection, that's the work. That was the whole purpose of the exercise, was reflection. So you're still doing the work. And even just so y'all know, you may not be able to meditate with it, but you can still think-atate with it. So you ever like drive and you kind of go off like from the reality that you're having and you're thinking about a whole bunch of other stuff, but somehow you're still driving, and then you come back to reality and now you're focused and you know that you was in a different space. That's think-atation. Same thing when you're brushing your teeth and you start to wander off and to go to a different realm. That's think-atation. So think-atation is very important. You may not do meditation all the time because of where you're at, but if you do think-atation, it's almost just as powerful, and you can still have breakthroughs on that, just so everybody understands. All right, great stuff. Send some love to Chandra in the chat, and let's go with the last person, but not the least.
Y'all already know who this is. Queen Angela, come talk to us, Queen.
Hold on, Sunshine. You ain't gonna hold her accountable? I don't see that headband up today.
Now, you're not gonna bother my queen about her headband today. She got her energy smoothie today. That's where her nutrients was at today.
My walk is coming. Like, see, you see, it's daylight now, right?
Yes. Yes.
I got this though, Coach. I got this. I've been walking good. Listen, for me, it was so, I don't know how to explain it, Coach. And it was a similar, but not similar to everybody. When I walked into that, opened that door, I mean, everything was white, just like you said. And to walk in that door, I saw the little girl. I saw exactly what she was wearing, but she was in front of that chalkboard with the plaid stripes on and the little collar, the white collar, and her chin was tilted down. And I would always do this, but she was looking up just like this. And I said, I didn't say anything to her because she was smiling. She's always smiling. And it's weird because I wanted to say, I didn't say it was okay because she's still warm. And I know that she still has a purpose, but she doesn't speak negative toward me. She's always protecting me. I don't know if that's good or bad. And then, so as you were giving that directive to respond to the experience, my phone pinged. It's weird. I don't normally have my phone near me during class, but it pinged. And so I didn't hear what you were saying. And I said, what? I didn't raise my hand. I actually thought I had raised my hand. But it was weird because when you were saying the words, immediately as you were speaking, that was a disruptor. And I said, that's what happens to me. The moment something else happens, when I'm engaged or immersed in something, in a thought process, I get a disruptor. In that, my attention went to something else. I was done with the experience with the girl in the room. But the moment we came out of it and you gave a directive, immediately the girl sat there. I didn't say goodbye to her. I didn't even speak to her, but I wanted to see her again, because she protected me all these years. She's been like, okay, she gave me that shield. And even though I let her go in certain pieces, which I needed to, I think she makes me happy to see her because she has this, but she shows me how timid I am. In that piece, that's where I have to grow in my strength. I'm timid. And I'm timid because I know for her, she was always afraid of not being loved. And she never wanted to say no because she was afraid that means that she wasn't going to be loved. And I thought, do I still do that? And that part I questioned. But the disruptor was odd because I didn't hear you at that point when it went ping. I totally didn't hear you anymore. And I said, oh, my hand's not up. What? I thought I did. And then I went like this. So I don't know what that means, Coach. But those disruptions are real to me. Because in life, what I'll do is, like, especially when I was teaching, I'll go, oh God, what was I gonna do again? Because a kid will come in, Miss Washington, and I go, yep, let's do this, whatever. Then the aide will say, Miss Washington, I said, oh crap, I forgot. Just that quick. I have a thought, a vision, an intention, but it got derailed. And that's what happens to me when I'm doing like the big assignments. I'm like, crap, I get derailed. So I'm not gonna say that, Coach. See what I said?
I heard that. Let me add this value. So everybody send some love in the chat, and everybody could be dealing with this, right? And one of the things is that if we do not practice the meditation or the think-atation, then the thoughts and the actions and experience that we are immersed in on a day-to-day basis just kind of pile up. So what happens is, as you're trying to have one focus, another thing is going to happen because you have so many different layers that you have to deal with. So this is why meditation first thing is important. This is why not getting on your phone first thing is important, right? So now, for example, let's equate it to a modern day version of it, where as soon as you wake up in the AM, you will look at your phone and you start scrolling or looking at messages, and what you're doing is adding information. So just piling up information, and you haven't even fully dealt with the information from yesterday and the day before that, but you're still piling on new information. And what happens is now your brain is triggered to just pile on information. So when you're just piling on information, it doesn't matter. It could be a text message, it could be a bing, it could be a thing, it could be a jing, it could be a chime, and you're going to turn to that because you're trained to follow distractions. And if you are Yana with this, if you put Yana in the chat, if you feel like you are prone to being distracted, put Yana in the chat so that way Angela doesn't think that she's the only one going through this. The reality of the matter is you're trained to be distracted. So disconnect from distractions by taking away the TV for a while. Disconnect from distractions by going out in Bruce's backyard with all the trees. And, you know, some of y'all got the other trees, but that's fine. Like, disconnect from the distraction of where you're at right now in life and just realize everything is amazing. When you start to change your perspective on what is showing up to you, everything shows up differently. The only way things show up to you this way is because of the way you see yourself. So, for example, the same distractions that's going off, if you've seen it from a different perspective, you won't be distracted. Like, if you've seen it from a perspective as, okay, you know what? When I'm doing this one thing, I'm gonna make sure my phone and stuff is on do not disturb. That never happens again. It just never happens. So you don't even experience it anymore. But when you think that you need to have the phone on and have, not saying you were doing this, I'm just giving an example. When you think that you need to have your phone on, then what you're saying to yourself is that you can't miss anything. You need to make sure you're distracted at all times. That's what that really is saying. So for anybody who is having trouble focusing, you have to learn to disconnect from distractions, which means sit by yourself. That's what that means. The story of that is saying you need to sit by yourself. Because when you sit by yourself, you're able to process and go through all these memories and thoughts and experiences, and you kind of get them out the way. But if you're always kind of being around somebody, you're always doing something, you're just piling it up, and it drops on you heavy at some point in time that's unexpected. So please, when you're having all these distractions, all it really means is you need time to sit alone, to meditate, to think of tape by yourself with nothing around, and just envision what you're dealing with. If you start doing that, this is why most people who are successful meditate. And the most successful time to meditate is when you wake up early in the AM. As soon as you wake up, don't even worry about, and some of y'all do it naturally, right? You'll lay in your bed for the next 10 minutes and just be chilling there thinking. But now imagine if you did it intentionally now. Okay, I'm segment intent. I'm gonna think about what I'm doing for this part of my day. I'm gonna think about what I'm doing for the next part of my day. And then you utilize it to your advantage, you become a lot more powerful because your body is going to react to you because you're the master and your body is trained to be the servant. Right? So that's why you got 2 feet waiting on you, got 2 hands waiting on you, but just one person. Right? So if that was helpful for anybody, somebody put helpful in the chat. All right, cool, great stuff. Send some love to Angela if you haven't already. Moya, let's go back to sharing your screen. I want each coach to come up. I was gonna have Sunshine and Jasmine just come up and present, but I'm not gonna do that today. I'm just keep that for Wednesday because I want them to have full time to be able to present and talk and be able to answer questions, and it will be rushed at this moment. So what I want us to do before we close out, you want to really because you get on these calls are not the accountability call. Like, this call is not the accountability call. Like, this call is part of the accountability program. So being that this is part of the accountability program, people started calling this the accountability call because it's the call that's part of the accountability program. That was a little tongue twister, but hopefully you got that, right? So scroll up. I want each coach to come up and just kind of talk about this particular exercise and then just kind of elaborate. So some of you are in groups. If you're not in a group, put a 1 in the chat. If you're not in a group, put a 1 in the chat. Moya, record who's not in a group. Just scroll up. You could always come back to the ones because they're ones. So you just come right back to the ones. But scroll up, and I think you're in the shop or something. Let's go to the group. Maybe Apolline probably should share the screen so that way Moya can just capture this stuff.
Want me to stop sharing or?
No, I want you just to, get it to a nice point where we can see kind of scrolling past stuff. So just scroll back up to the top. And just stop right there. Right. So this is Accountability Accelerator Bootcamp Group. Most of you already know who this is. If you're new and you don't know what this is on luhvplus.com. This is in the group. The call that you are on right now is the Mailbox Motivation Call. Now, this call is connected to the Accountability Accelerator program. The program is ran through this group. The program is ran through this group. This is where the program is. The program is ran through this group. It's not ran through these calls. These calls are motivation and reinforcement. The program is ran through the group. The program is you doing the work live. That's what the program is. So scroll down a little bit. So go to alliterations right here. All right, Apolline, bring Apolline up. So basically, Apolline, can you read that right here? And then can you tell us, can you give let's say you're talking to your group, can you just give us some direction on that?
Okay. So first of all, shout out to my group. I need everybody to check their messages. I created a group chat for everybody. That's Kara, Manny, Latifa, who else we got? Siobhan, and that's it. So check the group chat on Luhv Plus. So this particular exercise says top 3 alliterations, and you'll see that it has a date for each task to be completed. So this is today until tomorrow. We want to make sure that we complete all our tasks on time. So that means by the end of the day, we want to have all the tasks that's in the list for this date completed. So it says comment below an alliteration consisting of 3 words with similar suffixes that could be used to describe the pillars of your life, business, or journey. Example, strategize, maximize, monetize.
All right, great stuff. So in the comments is where you're going to reply. So Moya, can you just demonstrate that? Can you show us in the comments? So in the comments is where you're going to reply. Some of you have already started this, which is great. Every AM before the call, just get up and do it. Just get up and do it before the call, y'all. Because what this is going to do is set the foundation for your day. You're going to feel way more organized. You're going to feel way more in alignment with your assignment. And you're going to be able to notice your growth, which feels great. It feels great when you can see how much you've grown. It just feels tremendous to your soul. Because as it's just birth, you're meant to grow. From a seed, you're meant to grow. It's just what it is. So that's what you'll do. You'll put the alliterations here. And once again, pay attention to your group. If you are on the computer, right, what we want you to do to be able to find your group is go to the members chat. So at the right bottom corner is a members chat. If you are on your Luhv Plus app, what you want to do is go to the top right corner of your device, and you go to the messages window. Inside the messages window, you will see your group chat. So just click that members chat real fast. Jasmine wants KG and Francis to be able to look at the screen right now because this is part of their group access. So basically, you'll see a group right here. That's where you'll see a group. You have a chat menu. You can message anybody else that's inside the group that you want to build relationships with, and just introduce yourself and just have conversations that's going to be for success. Now, all right, cool. That's cool. You can stop doing that one, and you can close that out. And let's go to the next assignment. So click the next assignment. You could also use these topic tabs right here in the corner. If you're on the app or your mobile, it's going to be at the top. If you're on the computer screen, it'll be at the right-hand side. So let's have Sunshine come up and let's do what the goal, update, and reflection is.
Hey, family. So once you are in the Accountability Bootcamp Accelerator Program, you're going to go into your goal, update, and reflection. Please, please, please always pay attention to your date. Your date is always going to be a great direction for you. Today is 9/11. I try to make, well, I don't try, I do. I make it a habit to put the date first. Anytime I go into the comment box, I will put 9/11 so that it does actually let everyone know that I am actually putting my gratitude or my goal or my commitment for that day. So in this case, we're talking about a goal update. I will put 9/11 and then I will signify what my goals are for right now. Tomorrow it will be 9/12. Just put 9/12 at the top so that you could continue to update for your 9/12 goal. So for your goal update and reflection, you're going to provide a comprehensive update on your goals, accomplishments, and challenges from the entire duration of this exercise. Write a comment summarizing your progress, highlighting key milestones, and discussing any valuable lessons learned. Reflect on the overall experience and the impact it has had on your personal growth and development. Share your plans for maintaining and furthering your progress beyond this exercise. So you will then go into the comment box. Again, put the date at the very top, write out what your goals are, and then scroll down just a tad bit to click on the blue button that says publish, and you have then did your goal update and reflection for that day.
All right, great stuff. Why is this powerful, Sunshine? Why is this powerful?
It's powerful because we all have goals, right? I mean, that's part of everything that we're doing. You came in here to change your life. And the only way that you're going to change your life is by setting up new goals that we're trying to accomplish. And by doing that, it's important that you keep track of your goals and you want to reflect on what's working and what's not working. So it's imperative that we definitely track our goals so that we could see and make sure that we are continuing to be aligned to our success and where we're trying to go. So it's imperative that we do this, family.
All right, great stuff, great stuff. Everybody understand that? Please, let's do it now. If you're just watching, don't just watch. Let's actually do the work, because if you have work today, you know, you go to your 9 to 5 or you're at your office, whatever the case may be, you will be better prepared and more happy you're doing what you are doing at that current job because of this. If you don't do this, most likely just thinking that your whole world is consistent of that current job and you forget that you have a whole other thing that you are building, right? So just please understand, you want to be in alignment with your assignment at all times, and this is part of it. Let's go to the next. Research. All right, let's bring up Jasmine.
Hello, hello, hello. All right, I'm gonna mute myself later. Am I unmuted? Yeah.
Actually, wait, hold on, Jazz, because I like you for commitments too. Is
like
Vanessa there? No, for real, for real. I was thinking about that, but maybe Vanessa could do this one. Vanessa, are you in there, Vanessa?
I'm here.
All right. So Vanessa, you do the field research.
So in the field research update section, what you would do, you would click on the comments and you will put the date. And so what you would do, you will continue your field research journey by sharing any last findings, insight, or trends you have discovered. Write a comment summarizing the overall impact of your research on your understanding of your field or area of interest. Discover any questions or areas for further exploration that have arisen during your field research. Oh, I'm scrolling and it's not even my page. Sorry.
So I want to know this. So why is it important for you to do research? Because you have to research your herbs, so that way you can get the curves and everything, so forth, right? So why is it important to do the research?
It's important to do the research because you're able to get a better understanding of your business, whether it's your business, your life, anything like that, you're able to dive in deeper and get a better understanding of what you're of what you're doing.
All right, that's dope. I love it. So, all right, cool. If there's any questions or concerns, please reach out, but this should be super clear. The field research is very important because this is what is going to allow you to get paid from your knowledge, right? And we talk about getting paid to be who you are. The more information that you have, the more money that you can make, but we don't want to focus on the money. We want to focus on the impact. The first person you have to impact is yourself, right? Impact yourself. All right, Latifah, you're leaving. Just make sure you get all your work done, all right? All right, cool. So, awesome. Let's bring up Jasmine. Let's go to the commitments.
Can I say one thing about the research?
Yes, please.
All right, boom. So before we get into the commitments, Moya, if you could just scroll down to the comment section. I'm not sure if this was elaborated, but it's always good to refine and re-elaborate. Hopefully that's a word. I just made it one language. Okay. The commitments, as you see, like, all right, so you see, the research, as you see a research here, right? You see the actual research that is being done. So we want to make sure we're putting the actual research of what we're looking into. So this is on digital marketing, right? There are certain benefits of actual digital marketing. So what you want to post is the benefits of digital marketing, not I'm researching more information on digital marketing. So we want to be very clear that way. When everyone's going through the comments, everyone's seeing the actual work being done. Now you're helping and you're being a vessel to everyone else by the stuff that you're researching and vice versa. That's why Love Plus is here. That's why we comment under one post so that we're able to learn and grow from each of our doings. We're not just doing work just to do it. We're doing work to elevate and hire ourselves and those around us, because environment and energy and efficiency is very important. So make sure that we're actually putting the actual research and not just what we're doing to find the research.
Right, before you scroll away, go to the comments. Let's see if we have someone who posted the way that we would prefer you not to post. Okay, so perfect. Right there, Latanya. So Latanya said, I will do more research on the mortgage field inspection services. You have to post the research here. Just like Jasmine mentioned, there's no real benefit from what Latanya just put in here. This is not to call out Latanya in a negative way, just to call out Latanya in a positive way. So that way she can add some value there, right? The biggest part is the reason why you want to put this research in there is because as you grow with the information, you will change your situations. So you got to think about it that way. If you just tell us what you're going to do, if you just tell yourself what you're going to do and you don't go and do it, it's the same thing as like saying I'm trying. That basically is the same thing, and it's not going to happen. So just going forward, we don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear I will do. We don't want to hear I'm doing. None of that. Just put the actual research in. That's it. Great stuff, Jasmine. Let's go to the commitments.
I love the chat movement, by the way. Latanya in there, King App too. He's in there. He said he'll update that. Francis already locked in. He about to put his picture up. Let's get it, KG. Don't play with me. All right, let's go. Commitment. So daily commitments, declaring your commitment for the day by leaving a comment below on this specific post. I love how Sunshine articulated the fact that she has her date before the post, because it now provides organization, it provides structure and systems. So it can be related to your personal growth, your relationships, productivity, self-care, or any other area in your life. So those commitments are crucial in any area of your life. So you can drop them below. You're going to explain why the commitment is important and how it aligns with your values or long-term goals. So by sharing this commitment, you hold not only yourself accountable, but you inspire others to stay dedicated to their own pursuits. And this is very, very important, because as we do the work, our environment needs to reflect the work. We can't have one person, two people doing the work, and then everyone else is just scrolling past, right? As we come up together. So being committed to our life goals, our personal goals, our relationship goals, our productivity goals, that aligns our focus into our commitments. And where your focus goes is where your energy goes. So make sure we have our commitments. Our commitments are intentional. And like Sunshine had that beautiful touch, that date right before. If y'all have any questions, please let us know.
All right, great stuff. Good job. Let's continue rolling because we do have to close up. Let's go to the workouts. I'm gonna have Nico come up and talk about that real fast. Working out is super important, y'all. We ask you and require you to work out 3 times a week minimum. The reason why is because if you really want to get to the wealth, you got to start looking at your health. So that's why we work on the body with Vanessa, but we also work on the body on the outside as far as physicality with Nico. So let's have Nico come up and share this. Yeah, if you need assistance in anything, just reach out to your group. Moya, please calculate all the people who put the ones in the chat who don't currently have a group. If you do not have a group already, drop a 1 in the chat one more time just so Moya can go ahead and get that information. All right, where's Nico at? Did she leave already or is she still in?
She's there. Nico, we can't hear. I know you're speaking, but we can't hear you.
No, not yet, Queen.
He's unmuted.
Check your output speaker or your input speaker. The microphone up arrow. It should say select the microphone.
All right, it's cool. Sometimes things like that happen. It's fine. So basically, Jazz, you want to just run this real fast because you be committed to the workouts, so you know what's going on.
Committed and to workout. Ooh, 2 for 1. Don't play. Let's get it. So our workout pick. All right, so we're going to share our workout accountability in a comment below. Again, commenting on this one post, describing the type of workout you plan to engage in today, whether it's a cardio session, strengthening, training, yoga, or any other form of exercise like stretching. Stretching is very, very important. I learned that the hard way. Additionally, mentioning the duration or the intensity level you aim to achieve is always great. That way you're constantly refining that goal and growing with strength. So by publicly declaring your workout plans, you hold yourself accountable and create a sense of community support around your fitness goals. And when I tell you every Saturday at 10:30, Nico do not play. Nico is in there. Y'all have to get in there. If y'all don't do any workout for the whole week, Saturday is a day that you stop everything at 10:30 and you work out with the family, with the environment, with Nico, because not only is her workouts great, but she always got the energy and the music going. Of course, her fits is on point too. But 10:30 a.m. on Saturday, that is a great way to help us get in the routine of working out every single day.
All right, great job. Everybody send some love in the chat. I know if you have any questions, reach out to your team, your group leaders. If you have Sunshine, if you have Jasmine, if you have Apolline or Vanessa, you should go on to the app and look at the group chat, and then that's how you're going to know. Because some of y'all are saying you don't, but you already do. So let's just see who doesn't, and let's add them to the group. So you'll be added to the group a little bit later today. If you don't have a group already, we'll get you acclimated. But let's go out there and be prepared. You can stop sharing the screen now. Great stuff. Wait, actually, no, don't stop. Because let's go somewhere else real fast. Let's go to a different group. Let's go to a different group. Let me stop recording this and then re-record.